Good morning, tribe. Happy Monday. I hope your day's off to a great start. Doing all the things, drinking the water, doing your workout, all those things. Okay, so I want to share with you some thoughts heading into the last 90 days of 2019. Can you believe it? Last 90 days of 2019. The official start is tomorrow. And I want to give you some thoughts heading into these last 3 months. And I want to share with you first that I already knew these things, and I just kind of needed the reminder. And why it was just a testament to why I continue to surround myself with positive people who are wanting to be better, because I oftentimes need that reminder, whether it's a fresh idea or just a reminder. Following people on social media that are working on being better, one of them being Rachel Hollis. And I know some people may disagree with her methods or maybe don't really connect with her books, and that's okay. The thing is, it's just the way that she's delivering the information, because if you've read her books, followed her, you know that she's just pulling from other successful people, which is what I'm bringing to you. Anytime I bring something to you, it's typically my take on some other source that I've used to find motivation, to find success, and I'm just passing it along to you, which is what I've done today. I was reminded that Rachel Hollis has this last 90 days challenge, and I actually got the emails about it last year. If you sign up for it, she'll send you a daily email. And I didn't do anything with it, and I caught her on Instagram this morning. Actually, it was her husband, Dave, and it just really inspired me to, not necessarily that I'm going to use her system, but I'm going to go into these last 90 days with intentions. I'm setting intentions today to finish the year strong. And I want to share with you three steps that I'm going to take to finish the year strong. And I want to pass them on to you. So if you're at a point where maybe you've missed the mark with one of your goals, maybe you just kind of got off track, or maybe you slightly gave up partway through the year, you can either tell yourself, oh, well, I'll try again on January 1st, which is okay. Or you can choose to take action right now. And I'm going to help you with that action right here. But just know that it's your choice. Your circumstances are your choice, meaning that how you respond to your circumstances is your choice. And inevitably, that determines your future, your current state. I don't know if that makes any sense, but point being that you are in 100% control of your life, of how you respond to things, and ultimately your outcome. Okay, so got a little off track. 3 things that I want to share with you, steps that you can take to finish the year strong, to succeed in these last 3 months. Number 1 is, hopefully you know this already, number 1 key to success, mindset. And the biggest key there is you have to decide. You have to decide that you're going to do this. You can't just hope that it works. You can't just say, I'm going to commit to this and see if something changes. That's not how it works. You have to set yourself up for success with number 1, what I call, get your mind right. Choose to do this. You can't just hope that it happens. You can't just say, I'm going to try to do better these last 90 days. You've heard me talk about this before, right? That doesn't work. Trying doesn't hope. If you go into something and say, I'm going to try to get this done, I'm going to try to get my workout in today, you're already leaving room for error, for excuse. You're already leaving room for excuse. If you go into this saying, I'm making it happen today, I'm getting my workout in, I'm committed to the last 90 days. If that is your mindset, you will succeed. You can't think it will happen. You have to decide. And leading into number 2, you have to make a plan. You can't just go into these last 90 days saying, I'm going to do better. You have to really define what it is that you're committing to, and you have to plan accordingly. Again, you're not going to try to get your workout in today. It's not going to happen. just that word try. Just remove the word try. You can't just hope that it happens. You can't leave it up to hope. Can't leave it up to chance, because chances are it's not going to happen. So number one, mindset. Decide that you are going to finish the 90 days strong, the year strong. Decide that you're going to make that goal happen and plan accordingly, whether that's meal prepping, setting your alarm, whatever that thing is. You've got the tools here in the group. So just decide what you're committing to, plan it out, make it happen. And then this is like probably the biggest star in all of this, the real action step that you need to take. And that is identify the triggers. Plan out, think ahead. What are the things, the people, the events, the emotions that could happen or that you know will happen that are going to cause you, that are going to trigger you to take part in those old habits. So maybe it's 3 p.m. slump where you get that mental fog or that laziness or that sugar craving. You know that happens, right? So what is your plan? What are you going to do? What are you going to replace that bad habit with? So if you have that energy slump, maybe you're going to, instead of reaching for the latte, did you see my post about the latte the other day? I spent over $6 on a pumpkin spice latte. $6. It wasn't even good. And people complain about spending $4 on a Shakeology. Anyway, that was a little rabbit trail. If you typically go to the coffee or the Snickers or whatever, the Red Bull, the energy drink, what are you going to do instead? Because you know that thing that you're currently doing at 3 p.m. is not moving you closer to your goal. So what are you going to do instead? Is that when you're going to have your Shakeology? Is that when you're going to have some tea? Is that when you're going to take a power walk, get outside and get some fresh air in you? Whatever the thing is that you're currently doing that's not helping you move closer, what are you going to do instead? Maybe it's an event. Maybe you know that when you go on the girls' weekend, you're going to completely go off track. Maybe your goal for these last 90 days is to not have a glass of wine every night. Okay, so you know that is your trigger. You know that that's the thing that you don't want to do anymore. What are you going to do instead? Replace that habit that you currently have with something that you are going to do instead. So instead of wine at night, maybe it's going to be tea. Maybe it's stress. Maybe you know that going into that meeting, that situation, maybe it's when you go to the after school pickup line, you get that feeling of being judged, of not good enough, of people watching you. So you need to set yourself up for success, knowing that that's going to happen, knowing that that's a daily or weekly thing. What are you going to do before? What are you going to front load that with? It's going to be a mindset practice. You're going to remind yourself of all the things that make you awesome. You're going to say those positive affirmations. You're going to soak up some sort of love, build yourself up before you're in that situation where you might feel judged or around negative people. So find the problem area, the challenge, the bad habit, that area that's going to throw you off track, that trigger. Find that. And then what are you going to replace it with? You can't hope, you can't wish that it's going to magically get better. You've got to take action, setting a plan ahead of time. Okay, then, so we got decide. So figure out your mindset, decide you're going to do it. Decide you're going to succeed. It might sound silly, but it's so true. Decide, mindset, decide. Number 2, plan. Get a plan. Whatever it is you're going to achieve these last 90 days, get a plan, identify the triggers, and find what you're going to do instead. Front load those with positivity, affirmations, whatever it is, a physical game plan of instead of drinking the wine, I'm going to do this, whatever it is, okay? Figure out the plan there. And then number 3 is kind of 2-part. It's support. And it's going to be support from those closest to you, those in your household, those people that you talk to, those people that you see face to face every day. You've got to share with them what you're doing. Share with them what you're doing and why. Those people that love you, when you share with them what you're doing and why you're doing it, they're going to be more likely, I hope, to support you. So what if your goal is you're going to not drink for the month of October? or the end of the year? What if that's your goal? You're not going to drink. You've got to share that with your close family and friends. Maybe you have a girls' night, or maybe you and your husband often sit and have a cocktail in the evening. If your choice is to no longer do that, you've got to tell them ahead of time, and they are going to be more supportive. They're not going to then say, come on, just have a drink. It's not a big deal, right? Because you've already shared with them your intentions and why. That key is why you're going to do that. So that friend, that circle that's closest to you will understand why you're doing it and not question you, and instead support you. And then number 2, footnote of that, the subcategory of that is support. This group right here, and even if it's positive, if it's people in your face-to-face, maybe it's that circle that's not positive to you. Maybe you're going to have to distance yourself from those people for a while. Maybe it's your girls' night out, those girls aren't supportive to you. Maybe you, for the wine example, maybe your thing with them is you go out and have a good time, and they're going to pressure you to drink, or they're going to pressure you to have the dessert, or they're going to not support you in any way. And sometimes it's sort of something that they have to deal with, and you can't deal with that, right? So maybe it's they want to support you, but they know that they need to do that work on themselves. And as much as we can support them and want that for them, they've got to figure out them first. Now, I'm not saying completely disregard those people. I'm just saying be aware of that. And again, do that front-loading mindset work before you're around them. But then find that crew, that tribe, that's us, that you're going to plug into to get that support from, because we all know that we're better together, and you don't have to go through this alone. So don't. Let me check my notes and make sure. So you're going to ask those people around you that you love and seek love from, that you have their support in this, and then distance yourself from those people who don't want you to succeed. Because truth is, sometimes we have those people in our lives. You've got to tell those people that are closest to you and those here in the group what you're deciding to commit to, what you're committing to, and why. That why is so strong. Those people around you who love you, who may see you struggling through things, they want to support you. They want what's best for you. So you need to tell them why you're doing this so that they can remind you of that. And those people here in the group. And also just sharing your why just solidifies it more. Proclaiming it to the world, this group, those people closest to you, solidifies your commitment to whatever that thing is. And then you have to be okay with releasing some people. And I don't mean disconnecting with them completely, but just releasing their thoughts of you, their perception of you. And you just have to be okay with not worrying about them, I guess is a good way to put it. So those are my three tips for working through the end of the year to succeed. Reminder that Morning Meltdown 100 starts access for all Beachbody On Demand members. So if you're at that point where you're not sure what to do, not sure what you want to commit to, today would be a great day to do that sample workout, and then start with Morning Meltdown 100 tomorrow. What else do we have going on? The 6 weeks of the work releases today. If you are a current Shakeology drinker, you can add on 6 weeks of hard labor for only $10. Yep. Wait a minute. No, you can do it at no charge, because it's $130. Yeah, it's $130 if you're a current BOD member, if you bundle your Shakeology and 6 weeks of the work. Just saying. Coaches, you can do the same thing. Or if your Shakeology is already shipped, I think it's $37 for early access. Now, I'm not telling you have to get early access. No, I'm telling you there are tons of programs on Beachbody On Demand right now, not to mention recipes and meal plans on the blog. You've got all the tools. But if you're like me and you like change and you like to do the new thing and you like to have new experiences, if you're motivated and you stay motivated by doing new things, and I've been around for 9 years now, so I've done nearly every Beachbody program. That's why I love to do the new programs. But if you're just getting into this, guys, there are hundreds of workouts. I shouldn't say 100 workout programs, 100 actual workouts, tons of programs that will give you results. It's just a matter of deciding deciding that you're going to do them, committing to the program, planning when are you going to do your workout, what food are you going to eat, how are you going to overcome those triggers, and then deciding that you are going to take that maybe uncomfortable step and share with those people closest to you what you're doing and why, and share it here with the group so we can keep you accountable. Guys, you have all the tools you need. Everything you need to succeed is within you, and you have the support right here in the group, and you have those physical tools in Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology and the supplements and everything that we have. It's all here. You have to choose. Are you going to be the person? Are you the person that says, oh, well, the new year's coming, I'll start then? Or are you going to choose right now to take advantage of these 90 days? 90 days. I got my start with P90X. That's a 90-day program back in 2010. And that's the thing that changed it all for me. It gets me so excited to know that there are people here in our group just starting or maybe needing to recommit. What can happen in 90 days? But it only happens. Oh my gosh, my heart. Ugh. It hurts my heart to know that some people are going to say, I'm going to start January 1st. Guys, I'm almost in tears with this. You have the tools. You can live a better life starting right now. End the year strong. Don't be that person that says, oh, well, next year. Why not live your best life right now? You've got the tools. You've got the support. Decide, make it happen. Let's do this, guys. Happy Monday.